Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Well, hello, somebody. It's time to move your body. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Trenches. It's your host, Marlon Big Favorite. I got my co-host, CL NOLA, and we got a little Chris in the building. And I hope y'all enjoying y'all's beautiful Monday. I know we all got a little rain here early in the city, but it is definitely beautiful here in New Orleans, uptown New Orleans, Louisiana right now. We want to give a big shout out to our crew in here. We got a jam-packed show for y'all. We're going to be joined by RASHEED SALAHUDDIN, a.k.a. Mr. Super Fantastic. Y'all might have saw him all over the internet. Probably seen him pop up a couple times on my page, but that's the father of Double XL's freshman 2026 rookie. That's right, freshman of the year, Lil Reezy. He's on there with tons of other artists. Double XL does a great job. You had greats like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole graced on the cover of that. Everybody talk about this classic 2016 class with Kodak and all of them in there. So he was on that 2026 cover. So we'll definitely dive into it with him. And then we have Jameer Blash for our high school spotlight here in the building. They came all the way down from Indiana to Louisiana, spent the weekend down here. He's going to talk to us about going into his junior year. He's an upperclassman now. Boy walked in, he almost hit his head on the door. Boy got that hype for the receivers and DBs that we look for. And then ALLAY EARHART, baby. That's right, local recording artist right here in the New Orleans area. He's going to talk to us about his upcoming projects and what he has going on. Yes, indeed. And we want to take this time right now to give a big-time shout-out to all of our sponsors of the show. We want to thank the Gordan, McKernan Injury Attorneys. What my jam, man? I feel like dancing right now, too.
Come on.
Oh, come on. Get Gordan and get it done. Get Gordan. That's the beat and get it. There you go right there. That's the one they were looking for right there. Oh. Yeah. And get it done. Yeah.
Personal injury.
Yeah. Shouts out to the Gordan McKernan Injury Attorneys. I know y'all be laughing at home on that one. 504-800-8888. Y'all hear what the song say. Get Gordan and get it done. You can also visit getgordan.com. Been involved in a car accident. You hear the lyrics. Got hurt at work. Whatever the case may be. Get with the G team. They'll take care of you. Big ups to Health Nut System. Dr. Kendra. Shouts out to her for all that she does for us and you. Y'all can visit stillbody.org right now. Get yourself all together. I call it the Elixir Fixer. She has the weight loss products. If you want to maintain and keep yourself up to speed and looking great, try her products. I know the Zim for Life. CL, you been doing your Zim for Life, huh, bro? You enjoying it, bro?
Oh, baby. Feeling and looking like an old baseball player, young baseball player again, you know. It feels good. A little more upbeat. I never need I definitely need help in cutting my diet. You know, I got a weight problem. Can't wait to eat. You know, so but I am grateful for Doc blessing me with the Zim for Life, because not only was I looking forward to it, I also look forward to making her look right in her prescriptions.
Definitely. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. I'm out of it. But I got to get some more.
That boy a dog on that.
Yeah, hey, man, look, I pop 2-3 a day straight up. Because what I like about it, it does help curb the appetite. That's the biggest thing. Once you start getting in it, like you just 2 weeks in, once you get a month in, you start to feel that curve coming even more. And big ups to Conquer Sports Professionals as well.
Sure.
C Sports Pros, visit it. You need a little education in the NIL. You need assistance in NIL. You need recruiting development. You're an elite offensive, defensive lineman, or skilled player, and you're looking forward to getting your performance training up. Come holler at the folks at C Sports Pros. We got Coach Phil. Coach Drake helps us out a lot over there with Body by Phil for our guys trying to. Little Chris told me he wanted to get his muscles up. You know what I'm saying? He saw Usher hit the stage with Jay-Z. Like, I gotta be. I'm on the tube too. So Chris trying to work on the muscles.
Something else hit the stage with Usher too, and where my money at? Where my dollars at?
Come on, bro.
Oh man.
There was some bitches up there that come on. Now, I did see when Dave Chappelle just popped up out of nowhere.
Okay, so in front of Dave Chappelle.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, you gotta have missed out.
Look, I must be losing focus. Hello, somebody. Well, let's get to it, y'all. This is a football show. We talk all sports, right? But football is king here in Louisiana, so it don't really have too much to do with me or you guys. All y'all out there tuning in. And again, I appreciate y'all for not only subscribing to Inside the Trenches with Marlon Favorite, but also right here on our home here at 104.5 FM Baton Rouge's ESPN Baton Rouge's YouTube Live.
For sure.
Keep running it up, y'all. Okay, I usually get to the Saints last, but I want to jump into Tyler Shuck. You know, I want to jump straight into this is Inside the Trenches, but I want to give Shuck his due diligence. The question is he the future? Now, that is a typical question, and you guys feel free to chime in. It is simply is he the future? And the reason I wanted to ask that question, because we are dealing with year one. This is, we've only seen year one of him. And he didn't get a full year one, right? So I feel like what we've seen was a taste of Tyler Shuck. Right. Is it enough, though? CL, I'll come to you first. Do you feel like what we've seen thus far from Tyler Shuck, is it safe to say he's the future?
In a perfect world, we would have had a full season of the Shuckster. But sometimes the sample size is enough. By the grace of God, Marlon and I have watched football for over 20 years. We understand what looks good, what is a maturing football player. And let's not forget that Tyler came in the game 25, 26 years old,
right,
already married. So already mentally developed. This year, the second year going in with the offense, he's not learning. I mean, of course, he's learning because we're expanding the offense, but he's not learning how to be a professional. He's not learning how to find his way throughout the facility. He's actually just adding on. But to answer your question, I do think you can see certain guys, you can see that they are ready for prime time. And I think those last 5-6 games that we did last year speaks volumes. Remember him having just guys from off the bench, guys from off the practice squad, guys from off the couch, and showing that he could be a weapon, having 3 rushing touchdowns, knowing that only one of our running backs, our key running back like Alvin, unfortunately, Alvin only had 1 rushing touchdown last year. Tyler actually having 3, two longer than 20 yards last year. So he's a combination of a runner and a thrower. I think people tend to forget that. This young man, not only is he 6'4", he runs a 4.6. So you're talking about a guy that is ready for prime time and enjoys himself in immersing himself as a New Orleanian. Obviously, we know he's not from New Orleans, but he's checking all the right boxes. He's eating all the right crawfish, and he's kissing the right baby.
He definitely said eating the right crawfish.
Right.
Wait, Alvin Kamara had 1 rushing touchdown last year?
He did.
I think it was against the Arizona Cardinals.
He did.
The very first game.
If anybody know the stats, you know it's me.
That's crazy. AK only had 1 touchdown.
Yes,
I didn't realize that.
11
I thought he had at
games,
least 5.
The first touchdown we scored last year, he scored that one and never scored again after
11 games, 1 rushing touchdown.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah.
No, this is the same guy that had 6 rushing touchdowns in 1 game.
Correct.
Yeah. He has the most touchdowns in Saints
Christmas Day
history.
against Minnesota.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, well, let's stick to that. All right.
Come on.
Because I mean, we was going to go Cam Jordan. We're going to still give Cam his time, but let's talk about that. Alvin Kamara had 1 rushing touchdown in 2026. And Chris, I'll start with you first. Let's start Alvin Kamara, his production in, let's say, the last 2 years. Now we have this offense is coming together. He's still here. Does Alvin get back to does Alvin give us 7 touchdowns this year?
I feel like it's a little too high. Especially with all the running, especially how deep our running back room is. I mean, you still got Devin Neal. You still got Travis Etienne now. You still got other guys, that get Kendre Miller. You still got them. So, if I had to do the over-under, it'll probably be under 5 touchdowns again this year.
Wow. CL, I'm going to go ahead and throw the same question your way.
I mean, Chris, I love how you politically answered that question. And I really love how you answered that question. For me, it would be definitely not. For the last 3-4 years, Alvin has really dwindled in the running game. Now, maybe if we can, with all the weapons that we have on the field now, maybe we can get him caught up on some linebackers one-on-one, and maybe he can give us 5 receiving touchdowns. But as
Yeah.
far as rushing touchdowns,
No.
I would have to say no, because
Those
he's
days are
definitely not
over
our
with.
goal line runner. He's definitely
Never was.
And don't get me wrong, I understand over the years he was the guy that the defense keyed on. But we didn't play Travis Achan $45 million to play second fiddle
So
to
what you
Alvin.
so what you're saying is
Not gonna
it's
get enough
more
touches.
about because we're more running back by committee.
Right.
He
Yeah,
not
for sure.
many touches.
I mean, but if first of all, Father Time is undefeated.
Absolutely.
How do we expect for him to have more when he's had less and less every year? Even though we have upgraded the offensive line with David Edwards, we have the 2 bookend tackles that are beyond reproach. McCoy hopefully is healthy this year and staying on the field. But how can we expect Alvin to have more than what he's had in the past 3 years combined? Go ahead, count them.
No, I'm not. No, Elvin's been with the Saints. He's going into his 10th
10th
season.
season.
Yeah.
Right. All right. He's going into his 10th season. In that time frame, he came off the porch 8 touchdowns. Went
Yeah.
crazy in 18 with 14 touchdowns.
Yep.
5 and 19. 20 he went crazy with the 16 touchdowns. That's the year he ran for the
6 touchdowns.
6 touchdowns in that one game.
Against Minnesota, yeah.
Minnesota.
Yep.
4 and 20. So here's what a production.
Starts to decline.
Yeah, in 21, 4, and then 22. He had two touchdowns
Yes,
in
sir.
2022.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wow, 5 and 23, 6 and 24, and 1 touchdown. Wow,
Well,
I didn't realize that.
And I think finally it's coming to light the few years I've been sitting down here trying to replace AK. But
Absolutely.
not as a person, not as a person in the community,
Absolutely.
not as a guy on the football team, but this is a young man's game.
Absolutely.
In reality,
Especially at that position.
yes, reality, Alvin is an old running back, but a young man in life.
Absolutely.
And it's no disrespect to Mr. Kamara, because we have all the respect for him. He's always shown me love. But, my job is to tell you guys what I see.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen the decline over the years, and it's the Travis Achan show moving forward.
Yeah, and you see, you still got Devin Neal.
Still
Alvin is
hoping
there.
Miller
So
is available.
it does look like running back by committee with Travis Etienne being the leader of that crew. Now, unlike the running back position on the defensive line, if you play the game right, you'll age like fine wine, baby.
Cam Jordan.
And Cam Jordan still made it to the NFL's top 100.
Yeah.
Just a total different story. Yeah, big ups to Cam, man.
Congratulations, old man.
132 career sacks. He's the Saints franchise leading sack
sure.
Absolutely.
holder. He's coming off a 10.5 sack season.
Yes, sir.
And this is in a year where, oh man, Cam's washed. Cam sat right here on this show and told me he wasn't gonna do this year, and he's doing it. So I'm impressed. You can look and you can see his face, you can see his frame. He's probably about maybe 280, 278.
Still in great shape.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, this is a guy that at one point held 305.
Right.
I
Right.
don't put too much weight on Cam, but at least 295 was more of a heavy booking defensive end. But
Right.
My question to UCL, I'll come to you first.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's even a Saints Hall of Fame question. Is Cam Jordan a first-round Hall of Famer in the NFL? First-round ballot.
First ballot, yeah.
Oh, for sure, first ballot. And, fortunately, unfortunately, there is some politics that goes in with the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
And by the grace of God, Cam Jordan is a wonderful guy on and off the field. He's a great family man. He has proven his durability over the years. He does play the run and the pass at the same time, so he's not a specialist. He's not a one-dimensional player. You can give him first ballot Hall of Fame if you would like to, and I would actually love for him to do that because that's what he set out for, and that's what he's chasing, and I think he's earned it. Now
Chris, go ahead.
we just do understand that the Hall of Fame is more political than we want it to be, and there's been greater players such as and not to shun Cam on any level, but there's been greater players that have not gotten first ballot inductions for whatever reasons, on and off the field, political or not.
Now, Chris, when you think of Cam Jones, and if y'all are just tuning in Inside the Trenches, we're going around the NFL. I usually go Saints last in our first segment, but I wanted to talk about them first. Obviously, with Cam, what he's doing. I didn't even have Alvin in the script in that capacity, and we spoke about it. But, Chris, when you look at Cam's career, and, I mean, I smile when I see him and Matthew Stafford. For one, me and Matthew Stafford was at the Combine together.
Yeah.
So he's in the 40 club with me. And then you have Cam right behind us. He was 2011.
Yes,
so
sir.
I can remember all of us meeting. I was still active in the NFL. And I'm double-digit years, obviously retired now. But when you look at Cam Jordan's career, how many years you think? You think he could do this another 1 or 2 years? And does he turn up and get double-digit sacks again this year?
Man, I mean, this is just so crazy because I remember meeting him for the first time, maybe summer of 2 years ago, 2024, and I had talked to him. He was like, I think I could only do this for like 1 or 2 more years. And then 2 years later, he's still going at it, coming off of a double-digit sack season. And it's amazing. And believe it or not, he is 2 sacks away for being top 20 all-time in career sacks. It's just so amazing. Such an amazing career. He's at 132.5 right now. All he needs is 134. And he's at the top 20 all-time in sacks. Amazing career, amazing guy. Did a lot for the community. And I think he's for sure. I mean, we have a lot of depth at defensive line, especially those edge rushers with Chase Young, Carl Granderson. I think he could for sure at least get 5 sacks this year with the depth we have defensive
5?
line.
I was saying about 7.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, CL, but you look like you want to say something.
No, I'm all good.
Come on. He definitely look like you about to say
We want Cam to do the best that he can. We
Absolutely.
understand that this is pretty much his last year, and we want him to do the best. But we have a bigger force on the team now. I do believe Chase Young is our best defensive player as of now. Just like Chris alluded to, there's so many edge rushers. We're forgetting about Mr. Wilson that came over for the Raiders. We're forgetting about the young man that came over from the Patriots.
England,
We're forgetting about Chris Rump, that is a Brandon Staley guy. We're forgetting about Granderson, that's coming back and working on the edge. But I do want to shout out Cam because in those years, especially close to those final years, I can remember Fave and I being at training camp, and he came in saying that, hey, I bulked up to play DN, and then we switched to a 3-4, and now he's going to play off the edge. So his weight was a lot heavier, and he got down. Especially last year, he got down. He trained, and he got down. He dropped that weight, and he ended up churning out 10.5 sacks in that edge position. So I always want to shout out Cam for his dedication, not only to the New Orleans Saints, but the game of football and his craft, because he is a guy's guy. He is a Hall of Famer, and as far as I'm concerned, and I know he'll be ready to put as many sacks on the field and keep stacking them. Going into this year.
Yeah, and I mean, I look at it from the perspective of last year going into the season. Most people had wrote Cam off. Like, we got Chase Young here now, Carl Granderson that came off like a 9-sack season. Yeah. So, and Cam stepped up to the plate like, nah, bro, I'm
You're still here.
So All right. So when we look at the Saints as a whole, right? You look at guys last year. I don't think we had what, one guy go to the Pro Bowl?
None.
I don't think we had none.
Yeah, none.
Unless y'all was talking about me.
All right. So I'm gonna throw some names at y'all.
No,
I'm gonna throw a couple names at y'all. I'm gonna throw some names at y'all. That will these players make it to the Pro?
Chris Olave.
I was just about to say. I think Chris.
Chris was second team All Pro.
But Chris made it. I think he was on the second bubble though.
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah. So Chris.
He's in.
All right. So we had one. So I was right. We had one guy that got in last year.
Second team All Pro.
Now let me ask y'all this: this upcoming season, I'm gonna throw some names. Do he make the Pro Bowl? Alvin Kamara,
No.
No.
Tyler Shuck.
Possibly.
They said it together, Jinx, huh? Chase Young,
I expect
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Talise Fuaga.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Chris Olave.
Yeah.
It's possible.
I'm gonna give him a possible too. Now I'm with y'all.
We have a lot of balls to pass.
Yeah.
pass
Yeah.
around.
Jordan Tyson. You.
I feel like Alvin Kamara watching this show. And he's like, I'm gonna show y'all this year.
Come on.
I'm gonna show y'all.
I hope so.
I'm gonna
brother.
do the Cam Jordan on y'all.
Please, brother.
All right, let's go around the league. We
Go
got
all
a
the way
couple more
back.
minutes left in this segment. We got about 13 minutes left in the segment. I just wanted to kind of check out some of the top remaining free agents and what's their best fits. Now, this may be a bit off because I don't know if anything happened yet to that. I'm gonna be very transparent with our viewing audience. I didn't look at any sports in the last 4 hours, so some may have changed or may have miscalculated or skipped somebody. But if I'm not mistaken, Bobby Wagner is still a free agent. All right. I'm thinking the best fit, I see 3 possible fits for him. Y'all could give me one, or y'all think if any of these are good fits. Do y'all feel like the Dallas Cowboys is a good fit for him? Do they need a Bobby Wagner?
I mean, Dallas can always use help on the defensive side. I sit here every week and I tell you that they're light in the tookish up the middle, and they could always use help in the middle. The rookie safety is going to need some help tackling on that second and third level. But he could definitely help out Dallas for sure.
And I kind of feel the same way as CL. I do think they can use a veteran leader in their linebacking core because they got some young talent in a Bobby Wagner. Getting a little older, too, but somewhat productive.
Dr. Bobby Wagner.
Right, where he just got his
Yes,
doctor.
sir.
Oh, shout out to big up to
sir.
him.
Yes, sir.
Big
Yes,
dog.
sir.
I don't really know. I don't know
Always
him
been a
personally.
fan of Bobby Wagner, even in Seattle.
Solid
days.
cat. Do you feel like Buffalo or Cincinnati might be a decent fit, Chris?
I could definitely say Cincinnati because I think he could be the quarterback of that defense, and I feel like he could single-handedly change the Bengals. Not single-handedly, but like he could somewhat change the Bengals defense from them being a horrible defense to somewhat serviceable defense.
Right. Yeah, I think so too. And another team, like I said, on this list is Buffalo. I think all of those, Buffalo's a champion contender. Bobby Wagner has been there before, done that. A little older now, but understands what that role, what it takes to be successful in that role. But I don't know if he want to go to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Some telling me Cincinnati might be a fit, but we'll watch that. Those 3, it'd be tight. I mean, I'm saying we're just kind of throwing some teams, seeing what'll fit, but that would be pretty tight. All right, so let's go Stephon Diggs. He's a free agent still.
A lot of allegations.
There's a lot of it's the allegations.
Innocent
it's
until proven guilty.
absolutely. Remember that, brother, because
Yeah.
that's true. The 3 teams CL I have here is Baltimore Ravens, Kansas City Chiefs, and the LA Chargers. LA could use a veteran presence. I think that's key. Patrick Mahomes could always use a playmaker, and I mean, anytime you got an athletic receiver like him, I saw him in a flag football game. He could do his thing.
Yeah.
Do you like any of those fits, or you think somewhere else would be more appropriate?
Me personally, I'm not I've never held any punches on this show. I'm not a fan of Stephon Diggs, and not because of anything that y'all might think of. It brings me back to the Vikings days. So I've never been a fan of Stephon, but I respect Stephon's game. I really do. Dude is a hard worker. He comes to work every day. He is truly a possession receiver, and he can churn out catches and yards. But I don't think the fit for him is in Baltimore. I don't think it's in Kansas City. They could definitely use him in LA, but I believe the perfect fit for Stephon Diggs would be in Washington.
Okay.
Somebody on the other side of Scary Terry, since they've moved Debo Samuels. I think I think I think the quarterback could use a for sure catch guy because we know Scary Terry's a 50-50 ball guy. He comes up
Absolutely.
with it, but he's a little smaller in stature, and I just think they need that possession receiver. Now they do have a McCaffrey, the receiver McCaffrey over there, and he makes plays, but
Luke.
8 times out of 10, you know, you need a first down, you need a catch. Stephon really comes down with it, dude, and shouts out to him because you know, in football it's 90% mental, 10% physical, and to have things going not necessarily right in your life, and you come out every Sunday and you perform on that football field, no matter what helmet you have on, no matter what quarterback you have, you know, it speaks volumes to Stephon's focus and how he balls on every Sunday.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do one more player, and you know, I didn't think we were gonna talk about the Saints to the tail end of this, but this pops up a lot. Keenan Allen. I think our receiving core is straight.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's been in LA before with the Chargers,
Yeah.
so that's another fit. Chris, I'll come to you. I mean, I put New Orleans just for the veteran receiver, could help Shuck out, and his connection with Kellen Moore. But do you see another fit? Because, I mean, he's relatively young. I think he's like in his maybe early to mid-30s.
Yeah, but in football, he's old.
Yeah. So there's about another, because he didn't been in the league at least 10 years.
Oh, for sure.
You see a fit for him, Chris? Or do you like any of those two?
I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. And I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills because, I mean, yeah, you got your DJ Moore, but, I mean, who else you got besides them? I mean, we'll see how Keon Coleman turns out. Khalil Shaquille, he's a decent receiver, but I feel like he could be more in the slot. So, I mean, if you add another outside receiver, which Keenan Allen could definitely be, add that route runner that Josh Allen has missed since Stephon Diggs, I think he could be a good fit for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills for sure.
Yeah.
Now, and I'll say this, too. I do believe that that's not a bad fit for him, but I can also see him going somewhere like Atlanta. Let's move on to the
Hold
next
up. Hold up. He know I ain't going to let him get off the shot.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
First of all, Tua is going to get concussed this year, hopefully by the New Orleans Saints. But no, on a serious note, I'll make it short. They could use Keenan Allen in Philadelphia.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
to replace Brown,
AJ Brown, okay,
leaving.
yeah, I see that.
I don't like how they're going to put it all on Slim Reaper to be the
Devontae
number
Smith,
one
yeah.
and be the number 2. They haven't had a proven number 2. And if Keenan Allen is anything, even at the age of 30, he can be a number 2 in this league.
All right, y'all. All right. We're going to talk Super Bowl contenders. Way too early. I mean, we got 2 more weeks before anybody even touch any practice grass or throw on shells or a helmet. But I felt like, you know what? It's a random Monday in July. Why not? All right. I got 3 teams in the AFC, and I actually got 4 teams in the AFC. This is going to kind of sound like a cowboy thing, but I think the Baltimore Ravens could potentially be contenders this year. Of course, everybody and their mother has Buffalo being in that number 1 slot, Kansas City. But I want to throw a wrinkle in there. CL, I would like for you to give your comment on that briefly, and we got to go on to Chris. You got to give me a brief, too, because we're up against the clock, fellas.
Let's do it.
I think a team that should be mentioned is the Denver Broncos. They were very close last year. Bo Nix is definitely developed into who he is. And I just feel like with their defense, they could be contenders. Talk to me, CL.
I would have to concur with the Denver Broncos. I would take Buffalo out of the mix. You realize they let their playoff coach go. They have a new head coach.
Yeah.
I could never see a brand new head coach going straight to the Super Bowl. I don't think that's ever even happened in the National Football League. So I'm going to err on the side of the history of the National Football League.
Wow. You like that list? Any of those teams you feel like are for sure contenders, or is
I'm gonna have to agree with you. I love the Denver Broncos. I love Sean Payton. I love Bo Nix. He had a rising star season last year, and I think he's gonna probably continue to go up there as tier top 10 quarterback-ish in the league. You got a very elite defense. I love Denver. I think they have a great chance of going back to the Super Bowl.
All right, fellas, I gotta go back to the NFC, and I got a couple of teams here. I got Philly,
Okay.
Detroit, all right, Chicago,
Okay.
or San Francisco. None of the above. Contenders in the NFC.
I could see them being contenders. If Philly can fix that offensive line and maybe get another possession receiver. Detroit got rid of Knuckles, and now it's going to be all on Jameer. You can key on Jameer Gibbs now. I know Pacheco has came over.
Yeah.
I don't know how effective Pacheco is these days.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, San Francisco, even last year, with the litany of injuries that they had, they still was in the fight for the playoffs. I would give Frisco more of a nod than any one of those other teams, to be honest with you.
And like I said, Seattle, if you see, you got new ownership with them now, so that's something too.
Right.
Do you like this list, or you feel like I don't think Philly need to be on it? No Detroit. I'm with CL. Chicago might surprise. Talk to me. What's your thoughts?
I'm gonna tell you who's going to the Super Bowl in the NFC. Early enough, the Los Angeles Rams. I just
Straight
love the Rams. I love Sean McVay. I love Matthew Stafford. I think he's the best quarterback in the league right now.
Right.
Coming back from an MVP season, 46 touchdowns, played great in the NFC Championship game in Seattle. A few plays away from going to the Super Bowl, and now you add Myles Garrett and Trent McDuffie alongside that defense.
Watson on the other side as well.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I think, and the Super Bowl's in LA this year, by the way,
Yes,
their
gotta
home
factor that
stadium.
in.
So I think they're going to the Super Bowl this year.
Well,
Win
I
the
know a
Super Bowl.
couple people probably watching right now. They're probably saying Black can go to the Super Bowl, and that's possible. Hey, they got a
Yeah, for
formidable
sure.
team. They got some players. So it's New Orleans market, so we gotta show love to the boot, baby. But big ups to y'all for tuning in here in this segment one. We're enjoying it. The conversation mainly was about the Saints and going around the league. We're going to take a quick commercial break here, and we're going to come back for segment two. We'll be joined by Mr. Super Fantastic, RASHEED Salahuddin, talk to us about this XXL player he got going on over there. And once again, big ups to our segment sponsor. Get Gordan and get it done, baby. The Gordan McKernan injury attorneys. Remember, if you're in a personal injury at work or you got in a car accident, you got to get with the G team. Call 504-800-8888. Get Gordan and get it done. Hey, y'all stick around. We got more. We got Mr. Super Fantastic joining us here on the show, and we got Jameer Blast. It's going to be our high school highlight for today's show. Y'all be sure to stick around, baby. It's Inside the Trenches.
Inside the
Hello.
trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Yes, sir.
Well, hello, somebody. Welcome back to Inside the Trenches. This your host, Marlon, Big Fave Favorite, and we having ourselves a super fantastic time right here, Monday night, Loyola, as we do it. My co-host, CL NOLA in the building. We want to take this time out to give a big shout out to Health Nut System.
Oh, for sure.
That's right, Dr. Kendra. Y'all be sure to visit stillbody.org if you're looking for CMOS. You want the Speed Up 365, that's for my athletes right there. My personal favorite right now is the Zim for Life. She sent the bottle for me over here the other day. CL took it. I'm glad he did because he's enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole deal. And I don't want you to take my bottle. I want you to get your own. So be sure to visit stillbody.org and get your Elixir Fixer today. Zim for Life. It is great for appetizing, curving. It is awesome for just all your nutrients and the minerals you need for the day, and it will act as a GLP-1 for you. Visit stillbody.org. Well, I told y'all we're having a super fantastic time. My next guest is a native of the area, big community guy locally. Sure. You've seen him taking pictures around town. You may have seen him in a couple of videos, right? Because our next guest is the father of XXL's Freshman of the Year, Lil Reezy's.
Come on.
We're joined today by RASHEED Salahuddin, also known in the world as Mr. Super Fantastic in the building. Y'all follow him at Sheed504 on RASHEED on 504 on Instagram. Sheed, welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, man.
Welcome.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm super excited. It's been 7 years or so since I've been in such an environment on a podcast. So I've been practicing speaking to myself in the mirror. So I'm about to test it out and see if speaking to myself in the mirror been working.
I love it, bro. I'm going to start with this
Appreciate
first.
it.
I know this, but I don't think I know the very beginning of this. Explain to our viewers where you get the Mr. Super Fantastic brand from.
Originally, I got the Mr. Super Fantastic 30 years ago. I was 21 or so. So about 29 years ago, I was in network marketing, and a guy used to say, I'm super fantastic, and he said, it's super relative, meaning if a person asks you, how's it going today? If I say, I'm okay, I'm all right. But if I say, I'm super fantastic, naturally, you're prone to say, well, what's up with this dude? Something must be super relative, special about that person. So initially, that was how I got started. After that, I ended up driving a taxi cab for 20 years. Now, this might be interesting, but every time I get a customer in a car, they would ask me, how am I doing? I would ask how they would ask, how am I doing? And I would say every time, super fantastic. So for 20 years, I practiced this, saying I'm super fantastic, so that I would give people like a burst of energy, excitement, and enthusiasm when they meet me, so that everything else is much easier because they're already coming to me with high energy.
That's fire. For
No
real.
doubt. And brother, trust me, every time we see you out and about, you're very much so high energy. You've definitely made your way here to Inside the Trenches on ESPN, ESPN Baton Rouge, ESPN New Orleans. And we're definitely happy to have you. And I'll mention it again just in case they missed it. You are Little Reese's father. So that means that you've put out product that has been winning since day one. And we are proud of you. If no one else tells you that, we're proud of you, and we see exactly what you're doing. And we thank you for, and keep it up, because obviously the young man has made the cover of Double XL. I love your skit where you finally you say, well, I did this, I did that for you. I got tour dates for you now. What you say to that? And Reezy said, oh yeah, I'm gonna go. I feel like going to take a nap. I thought that was quite hilarious. You guys always put out motivating product. You guys always put out positive things. But there's a lot of artists that make a lot of music. You guys are really focused on the branding, and you have really embellished branding. Tell us about the difference between the musical artist and the branding and what you've done in your career for your son.
Well, I have no musical skills myself, so, there's not much that I've contributed to the music itself. But with building a brand with Reezy when he was 14, 15, I assumed as a rapper, typically they get into beef, right? All you gotta do is say, I'm from this ward or whatever, right? I'm not judging it. I'm just saying it's a normal part of the business that, you typically as a young rapper, you have some beef. So what I did was I strategically made myself a fun character so I could diffuse a lot of what you would perceive as the Reezy brand being kind of like fun and Family Matters and Bill Cosby, Huxtable-ish, right? So then if I could diffuse the perception of I need to be so tough, then it's like there's no need because I've already diffused that tough guy thing in advance. If you're on a double XL and your dad and your grandpa laughing and kicking jokes, ribbing you, it's like there's no real need to have this bravado type attitude. So if I could eliminate that, most of the time, that's where the beef come from. So I think that strategically, I was able to, influence Reezy to have like more of a fun family type of vibe with his brand. That way, it's much easier to like. I don't know if rappers realize, but oftentimes rappers, they're, shooting at one another in their rap, right? So like, I'm better than you, rip my chest out, right? It's nothing wrong with that. However, most people in the world, they're not rappers and they don't understand necessarily rap beef, or they might not understand like that aspect. So what Reezy was able to do is make his music more for everyday people, but there's a bigger market. So, right, like I could get more brand opportunities, more money, more government opportunities because my brand is a little clean, but the traditional rap business, most of the brand deals, unless you get to an extremely high level, they're in similar type of things, blunt rappers or alcohol opportunities, and that's great. But a lot of times as kids, we're influenced by what we see. So we wanted to present more of a wholesome presentation, and I think after 7 years or so, it looked like it's starting to work.
Great job, Father.
Yeah, you doing your thing, man. You did slide the double XL, and let's give Reezy a round of applause for making that cover. That's a huge honor. Some of the biggest artists, such as Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, you name them, they've been on that cover. And I like how after we did the album listen party, Reezy, he could have went kicked it at Essence Fest. He could have did whatever. He went chilled out with the family. He went chilled out with little Zacchaeus' brother and Rakim And shouts out to Cheryl, too. I know y'all was all over there kicking it, but I thought that was very unique. But what was funny, I got to give Dad Nasheed his props right now. Those 2 videos was so funny. That was so funny, but authentic. I know it was real because the reason why it was laughing, your dad was dead ass serious. Talk to us about that exchange, bro. You caught it all on tape. Man, run that.
Well, right now, Reezy just won Double XL, and so his status is pretty high right now. So if he were to try to get booked, whoever it is that might try to book him have to have a level of respect for whatever he say his time is, right? They say, hey, we're trying to see if we could book Reezy. If he say, hey, let me check my schedule, let me see if I'm available, most people will have the utmost respect for Reezy right now. Right. Well, that my dad, I'm telling him in the rap industry, we got to go through the manager, we got to go through the label. There's a lot of people that we got to go through before we could get Reezy's permission. And my dad is like, he probably was like, when they Allen Iverson said practice, he was like, manager, manager. So we joke like that all the time. And I think that the like father, like son aspect of it, we all have similar personalities and we kind of bounce and feed off each other. So that keeps Reezy young and youthful. It also keeps him in a position where he might understand he was at the BET Awards. He's flying across the world. But if dad and grandpa, lay the law down, you have to give some consideration, right? Like in real life, you do want to make sure that you're considerate of your elders, especially your dad and your grandfather. But we do it in a funny way. And I think that a lot of kids, they see it as like, wow, like they're really building a family bond, a family culture. So it's unique to the traditional rap brand.
Right. And once again, brother, I want to applaud you because I happen to see Reezy all the time. I saw him just this weekend at the vegan festival. And I'm sure he's like, man, here come this dude again talking about we got to get him on the show. Call Fave,
He told me.
I know he's like, I know he see me coming. Because I am so, I'm a father. My son is in the building. CL2 is in the building right now. And it means a lot to me to have another father that shows, that playful side, but, still instills foundation to their young man. And my son actually is a star, an upcoming star himself. Obviously, last week he was on the show. He won Outstanding Drummer at Southern's band camp as a high school freshman. So I see him on that rise, and I like to keep him level like you. So I actually pay attention to a lot of things you do, and if I could steal a few things here and there, I do that, brother. And like I said, we want to big up you right now. But the question is, how do you manage the time between father and son, manager and artist, when to tell him to go to bed, even though he's coming from the BET Awards, even though he just got off the stage with John Baptiste at Jazz Fest. Of course, I was there backstage as well. How do you manage it all, brother?
Well, it's been a pretty smooth process. So this is the honest truth. Ever since Reezy was 14 or 15, I told him that I would not Joe Jackson his business. So when Reezy made 21, he was like, I think I got it. So he was like, I got it. So like, I think I got it. So I'm not the manager. I'm the dadager. Okay. I don't make the business moves. I watch a lot of stuff like a fan, but there's a lot of interpersonal things that he calls me for outside of the everyday business. So my role is different, is unique. As a matter of fact, I'm appreciative that I'm not the manager because I be like, wow, he really don't need me. Like, dang, it worked that good. At first I was a little jealous, right? But it's like, bruh, what you mean? You don't need me, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. But after really seeing that he got it, I'm able to guide him. And I'm able to lead more by example. I'm able to be a good husband and father and community person. So some of those things, most of the work I did with Reezy, it was more like I call myself Big Sheed Miyagi because most of the work was done in between 14 and 18 or 19 or so. And the work is like, Reezy was like, man, I want to be the biggest rapper in the world. So I was like, well, get on my back. And I said, here go the script. I said, I'm going to kick in the door and you unload the clip. So if you say you can rap, I'm going to kick in the door, meaning I'm going to meet every person I need to meet to introduce you to. And if you really can rap, talk your talk, but I'm going to kick in every door. So that was my only role, is to kick in the door. So I think I was pretty successful in there.
For sure.
And why I say I don't have to help as much on the business side, Reezy's business journey was a lot different. So we did things like work with Big Fave and nonprofit organizations over at Cafe Hope. And so he was able to learn business things. We did a deal with Cafe Hope one time, and Reezy got booked. I don't remember how much he got paid, a couple of dollars to do it. And then something happened where Reezy had another opportunity to do something else and get the bag before the Cafe Hope thing might have been at like 7 o'clock, right? Reezy had a chance to come somewhere and do something and make a couple of dollars and maybe get the Cafe Hope at like 7:30. So I think he got reprimanded by me and Big Fave, but not like big trouble, but reprimanded enough where he started understanding as a 17-year-old responsibility and accountability, but it was like with love and grace. So things like that helped him learn the business and learn communication, learn relationship. And so I've never had to deal with a lot of the traditional things you might assume, attitude or beef with other rappers or disagreement with people and things like that. I haven't dealt with any of that, because in the beginning, it was more like, man, you got to learn how to be like respectful and learn how to build good relationships.
Now, CL, playing in the NFL, bro, I done been around all kind of personalities. You got the people who just act like they don't see people and they too big time and all of that. What I can say about Reason, what you just experienced Sunday, because
every time I see him.
Every time, Daddy RASHEED, Naj, his mama, his stepmama, Cheryl, like these are all grounded people.
Very.
Right, very grounded. So you see it in him. So even like, man, I get a little call from Reezy or his manager, like, hey, Big Fave, we need you to do this. It's something simple some of the time. Like, one time I was like a club owner in a video. You know, that was his idea. Now, over the years, we've done features and performances and stuff like that, but even from my perspective, to see his growth, really means a lot. And I want to kind of dive into, if y'all are just tuning in Inside the Trenches, we're joined by Mr. Super Fantastic, RASHEED SALAHUDDIN. Y'all be sure to follow him, RASHEED504 on Instagram, right?
Yep.
Be sure to follow him on there. Funny content, this stuff that I'm talking about, the exchange between his dad and his son, all that's on there. Y'all go get a laugh, bro. His pops is cool, bro. I like listening to him talk too, as well. But I want to get into the Super Fantastic brand. We're talking about like the X's and O's for Reezy as an artist, but I remember the early on marketing with Reezy, all the content being able to take some of the ideas he have and bring them to life through video, and having plans, having a step-by-step. And it's not just for Reezy. They've worked with Conquer Sports. They've worked with several other people in the community. Talk to our viewers about the Super Fantastic marketing brand.
Well, I'm 50, so when I see what's going on in social media, Reezy is 14, 15, I'm like, bro, my dad grew up selling newspapers and, like a salesman, so it's like door to door. So I was familiar with that. I started like in sales and marketing like at 21 or so. So I knew, and Big Fave, either you cold calling, you doing 1,000 flyers, like you doing something to get the word out. You paying for radio advertisements. So when I could see social media, and I realized this is free advertisement, but it's influencer marketing. So meaning like if I'm paying for ads, I'm spending to get my message across to people, hoping that I could draw them in. But with social media, it's free. I could draw the people in. So I explained to Reezy, most of his peers at the time, they wasn't hitting social media hard. In my opinion, rappers were slow to adapt to social media. So rappers might have like 2 or 3 or 5 posts, right? But I understand that they might already have marketing dollars. They might already have ad spend. They might already have placements. They already might have influencer partnerships. So you might be looking at a big rapper saying, these big rappers only posting 10, 15, 20 times ever. Yeah, but they got YouTube ads and things like that. So I was like, bro, the social media thing, free. We gonna Hulk smash on the social media because I'm not saying this in an arrogant way, but I want the top position in the rap world. And the reason is because for young kids, rappers are the religious leaders, they're the principals. Man, you know, I could stick a principal in front of 1,000 kids or stick a rapper, and they paying way more attention to the rapper. Positive or negative, they're listening to the rapper. So the rapper for those kids are the most influential. So I figure if I could get their attention, I could make them put the guns down psychologically, right? So if Reezy music, if I'm listening to that rider music and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You know what you're going to listen to when it's time to go ride. But if Lil Reezy is like, I understand that Reezy, change ain't easy, but being stuck ain't easier. You like, man, I'm going to not even bring it this time. I'm listening to this Lil Reezy. I'm going to keep that heat in the car. So if I could just do that, then I'm doing my job. So we've done that. I'm telling you the truth. I've met kids that have been more likely to say, I chose not to do this. I ain't saying that I know that I'm stopping the crime rate, but we will. But I'm saying kids are more likely to see some other person and have a little more, I don't have to be, you know, I don't have to tote the strap or whatever to do what I'm doing. Lil Reezy is showing that you could do it without that.
That's big, man. We got a few more minutes here with you. If y'all just tuning into the show, y'all are listening to Mr. Super Fantastic, baby. Y'all make sure y'all follow him. Once again, RASHEED504 on Instagram. And be sure to check out his son's new album, Skittle Bandana, streaming everywhere right now. Shouts out to Lil Reezy. What advice do you give parents whose children want to have a career in entertainment?
I have a son he make 15 in a couple of weeks. So he going to St. Aug. It's going to be his 10th grade year, and he playing basketball. So I guess I'm in both sports and entertainment, and I would say to them all, like, learn how to believe in yourself, not necessarily just like the music concept. Like, belief in yourself is the thing that you're manifesting, is your expression of you, the person that who you are. So I would say, you know, don't follow the path. Learn who you are. Have some self-confidence in yourself. And in my opinion, a young artist or entertainment business, if you're able to put something out that your parents and your grandparents could be proud of, I know it might be a stretch, but maybe something like that could be something that I would say, right? Because, you know, that's powerful if you could do something that they could respect. Because now my dad could listen, my son could listen. So I would say there's a bigger market. There's more people. The doors of opportunity open up. There's a small market of people that's doing the same traditional style rap. So if you believe in yourself and have some uniqueness, then I believe it'll work.
Well, brother, we know, and we're very proud that you set that foundation for that young man, like Fav alluded to earlier. I think it resonates throughout your whole family. You guys are pretty entertaining, minus the rap star in your family. But what's next? What's next for Super Fantastic? What's next for Reezy? Just what's next for the family? Talk to us.
Partnerships, business opportunities right now. I currently work in Jefferson Parish in a government, and we're able to like expand and bring like a new vibe to the government with what I do. Okay. So what's next on a large scale? I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is a stretch, but Reezy, my son, saw the Obamas build their monument and build a park in Chicago.
Yeah,
and so it's
Chicago,
a place
yeah.
where people could go and they could have a different experience of life. So he was like, I think I want me one of them.
Straight up.
Yeah, so I was like, shit, all right, say less. So meaning, you know, I imagine my son will, in my opinion, surpass Jay-Z in those types of people. So then if he gonna be doing that, then yeah, we could probably build something like the Obamas built here in New Orleans. So that is the end goal, to like buy a building that big where that kids could go to the 80th floor or so and look over New Orleans.
That's fire. And like I said, you manifested it. It happens, and, I'm super.
You manifest everything else.
Yeah, like I said, I was just about to say,
Why
I've seen
not?
all of it happen in real time, and now it's there. Rasheed, before we let you go, that's your camera right there. That's you right there. We talked about motivating the parents and the kids, the youth, but it's even like folks like us, just, you know, your novice adult who's trying to continue to motivate, trying to, you know, put their stamp on the world. What advice do you give that person?
I would say, you know, invest in yourself. So like personal development, like, you know, we are spiritual beings and your body is your unconscious mind, meaning whatever things go into your mind, that's the things that you're going to wake up and walk outside and do. So make sure that you're investing and putting good seeds into your mind, because if you put good seeds into your mind, you will grow super fantastic fruit from the seeds that you plant. And the last thing is link up with Big Fave, because he's a huge mentor of mine. He's helped me tremendously with my life, with my marriage, and he's just a positive person to see, to witness. Oftentimes, I do know a lot of NFL players, and sometimes after their careers, it's not as fruitful. So I like the way that Big Fave has aligned his podcasting with his sports and his entertainment. And so he's a new generation of a type of athlete, person, and entertainer, because he's showing to use media, to use broadcasting, to use coaching, to use entertainment. I mean, he's like a hybrid, you know,
Yes,
and
he
so, yeah, he's like the Swiss Army knife of the podcasting and entertainment world. So I'm a huge fan, and I probably watch him more often if you really want to know how to be more successful.
Oh, man. Oh, man, I appreciate that.
Well, believe it or not, I strive to be like both of you gentlemen, a positive figure in the community, a positive for the guys that other guys and other fathers look up to, because obviously I have a little man and I want to do the best for him. So I definitely shout out both of you gentlemen and on y'all journeys and what y'all do, and I really appreciate both of you guys.
And I appreciate y'all too. And look, man, iron sharpen iron. So this is big time. I really appreciate the kind words, Rasheed, CL, you too as well, man. And look, y'all make sure y'all go check that album out, baby. Skittle Bandana by Lil Reezy. It's 13 for 13. I'm a hip-hop head. My favorite rappers like Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Kanye West, Drake, and all the rest of them in there. You feel what I'm saying? Tupac, Biggie. I'll put Lil Reezy in a rotation with all of those songs. I'm telling you right now. Y'all check it out. He's Rasheed SALAHUDDIN. Y'all make sure y'all check out Mr. Super Fantastic on the social media. Rasheed 504, baby. Y'all don't go nowhere, baby, because we're going to keep it rolling.
Hello.
Yes, indeed. We got the high school highlight, man. We got Mr. Jameer
Big boy.
Flash coming through, man. We're going to talk a little football with him. Y'all don't go nowhere. We got more sports to talk. It's Inside the Trenches right here on ESPN Baton Rouge. Hello, somebody.
Inside the Trenches.
Oh yeah. Della must have did this beat. Hello, somebody. A remix. For the radio, from LA to LA, they yelling hello, fade. Big dog, smooth cat with some mellow waves. In the 10th grade, I used to rock the mellow braids. Private school at the time, they wanted us with fades. Then the dog went to West Jeff. Marsh Wolf step, big with the pep step. You can call me Lucky Left, do it for my churn, I'ma do it for my neff. Do it for the hood when I march clear step, hello. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, I'ma be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gon' be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. I gotta represent. Fave in this thing, I'ma make it make sense. You can shake a leg for me, move them arms for me. Chopper style with it. Oh yeah.
Love is the key. I love showing love. I love being me. I love meditating cause it set my mind free. Tell them kids stay in school, ain't no love in the streets. Take them back to the good old days. We rock polos with the good old J's. From New York to New Orleans, they say, yeah, that's him. They like me. I want them to love me like they love Slim. But hello, you know. They saying, Chopper, it's your turn now. Keep your foot on the gas and never turn down. But I remember being turned down. The ones who counted me out, oh, they gon' learn now. Oh, yeah. How to treat somebody. Never know when you gon' need somebody. If they hate, let them hate. When opportunity come knocking your way, just remember to say, hello. Hello, somebody. Yeah, she about to work that body. But when you shake, can't be lazy. Told her go Kanye crazy. Oh, yeah. Hello, somebody.
Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, I'ma be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. Hello, hello somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gon' be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. Hello, get from that 504 to LA. Come on, get from that 504 to New York. Skip from that 504 to Chicago. Skip to that 504 to LA. Skip from that 504 out down. Skip to that 504 down to Houston. Skip to that 504 down south. That third coast. Work out. Somebody. Now won't you work out. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, I'ma be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gon' be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. Hello.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Well, thank y'all for sticking around, baby. It's Inside the Trenches right here on ESPN Baton Rouge. And I'm your host, Marlon Big Favorite. And how we do it each week, every Monday, we're right here. 6:30 p.m. our live stream starts. Guests start rolling in somewhere around 7-ish. And we talk sports and entertainment all day, every day. And along with God, twice on Sunday, baby. Yes, indeed. We want to also take this time right now to thank our sponsor, the Gordan McKernan Injury Attorneys. Remember, get Gordan and get it done, baby. You can check them out at getgordan.com. You can call 504-800-8888. You've been involved in personal injuries, or you've been involved in anything that's involving car accidents at work. You feel like you need the top attorney teams, you need to get with the Gordan team. And also, we want to take this time to give a big shout out to Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, csportspros.com. You can visit that website. If you are a high school defensive lineman or offensive lineman and you're locally here in the Baton Rouge and New Orleans area and you're looking for some training, we got you covered like a blanket, baby. Also, if you are a high school student, somebody stuck in the portal or coming out of JUCO or in college and you need consultation, helping with representation, dealing with NIL deals, Conquer Sports Pros is the one-stop shop for that, baby. Speaking of high school superstars, this is our high school spotlight right here, and we usually have players coming in from Rummel, Curtis, St. Aug. But our next guest is actually from Michigan City, Indiana. That's right, 6'3", runs a 4.4. Listen up, Lane Kiffin, 4.4. Benches almost 300 pounds, almost squatting 300 pounds, 3.1 GPA. And he's the class of 2028. We want to give a big Inside the Trenches welcome to Jameer Blash. Welcome to the show, brother.
Welcome, brother. Thank you for having me.
Yep, y'all be sure to follow him on Instagram, X, wherever you do your social media, and at Jameer Blash on Instagram and X. Check him out. Man, well, brother, welcome on to the show. Appreciate you for being our high school highlight guy of the week.
Yep.
So I guess I watched a little bit of your film, bro. I like the size. You know, you're very rangy. You play both sides of the ball, which I think that's super impressive because that gives you more opportunity on the next level.
Yeah.
But I guess talk to our viewers about your game. Like, how was your season last season? What are some of the things you look forward to upcoming this season?
Last season, I really played on a team that was run first. So, like, I didn't really get as much opportunities as I should have. And I really had, like, a down season. But I transferred to Michigan City High School. And this team is, like, a very pass-heavy team. So I look forward to getting, like, a lot of opportunities and really showcasing my skills and what I could do.
Well, we're going to get straight to it, player. 6'3", running 4.47, 3.1 GPA. Tell the college coaches right now what type of player, what type of athlete, what type of student they getting if they recruit you to their university.
I feel like y'all getting a dog. Like, I try to make everybody better around me, uplift all my teammates, and I just try to be a better version of me every day. You know, better than what I was yesterday. And I really hustle hard, and I like to listen a lot. Like, any pointers that any college coach or any coach, any teammates give me, like, I'm very like big on constructive criticism. So if I'm doing something wrong and you point it out, I'm gonna try to do my best to make it better and just like really advance my game to what it could be better at if somebody knows it, you know?
No, I think that's big time, and I do feel like you're on the right path. Being able to identify your strengths, tell us, exactly how things went down last year. When you start to look at players in the NFL or college, receivers or DBs, is it anybody in particular you model your game behind, or any players you're like one of your favorite players?
My favorite player right now, he a college player. His name Jeremiah Smith. And he like 6'4", same height as me, same weight, around the same speed. So I just try to really model my game after him. Julio Jones too.
Okay.
He really good player, and also Travis Hunter, just cause same number in both sides.
Right.
He play both sides. He good on both sides. Like he's a player who, if you need a stop or a catch, anything, like you can just throw him out there, he gonna get it for you. So I just try to be those type of players. Like anywhere coach need me, I could play and be good at.
Okay.
Yeah, straight up.
Well, we like the fact that you play both sides, because we understand in football, the more you can do, the better chances you have in making the team. We understand how tall you are. We understand that you're coming from Indiana. Now, you being in the middle of the country in Indiana, your range is probably all over. Obviously, Indiana just won the national championship this last season. What teams, what colleges would you like to be on the radar to? Who are you looking forward to getting a letter from moving forward in your ending your high school career?
Oh man, I'm a big Miami Hurricane fan. So
Come on.
if I could, I tag them when I post on like Twitter and stuff. I tag them and try to get noticed by them. But Miami, I like Tennessee. I like Oklahoma. I like LSU. And I like a lot of schools. Oregon, so those type of big schools, I try to get like interest by them and noticed by them a lot.
Baby, you heard him, baby. He trying to get recruited by you, so you got to go.
You got your one, baby.
I know his mama, her name Delicia, she an artist, she'll drive him wherever you need to go, baby. We can go wherever we need to go.
You know where Baton Rouge at.
You know what Baton Rouge at. You know where it's at. Camp circuits. I mean, you're going into your junior season. Have you had a chance to hit any of the camp circuits in Indiana or anywhere else in the country?
Yeah, I recently just went to a camp from a small college, Hanover Central in Indiana, and I got invited by another college, Rhode Island University. They invited me, and I talked to the coaches, and I performed real good. So they liked how I played, and I got a couple of interest from the colleges that was there.
Okay. Already hitting the camp circuits as an underclassman. That's big.
And once again, we know that you spend a lot of time in the middle of the country, but you do have family ties down here in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Are you shading more to be in the South, or you want some of that weather up north? What's your preference moving forward?
Yeah, I do good. I feel like I do good in hot weather. I mean, I lived in Louisiana from I'll say kindergarten to 4th grade.
Okay.
So before I came back to Indiana, I lived in Louisiana, and I played a little football down here. So I'm kind of already used to it.
Okay. Right. Now I think that is important.
It's important.
Yeah, and now you might can help me out with this, because I lived in Anderson. So I was right outside of Indianapolis. How far Michigan City is from there?
Anderson, it'll probably be like
hours?
a 2.5 hour drive.
Okay, that's going towards Chicago. All right, so that's going. So is it past Gary, or is it before you get to Gary?
It's probably past Gary.
All right, yeah. I didn't pass through that before, because we drove from Anderson to Chicago. There's some who did the Taste Chicago. It was off the chain. So it take y'all like an hour to get to Chicago?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Oh, that from South Bend. Okay, well, that ain't bad.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of 3 minutes from
South Bend,
if you have a 3.1, you ever thought about Notre Dame?
Notre Dame? Yeah, I thought about Notre Dame.
Okay.
Coach Marcus Freeman.
Hey.
I mean, you definitely.
We putting it out there. He got it.
He got, because I mean, listen. high school recruiting, and like I said, y'all are dealing with something totally different from what we're accustomed to. When I was coming out of high school, Coach Hank used to put my tapes on the VHS. Coaches could pop it in and chop. Shouts out to those high school coaches then, because they had to spend a lot of time, making those tapes for us. So that was big. But for you, you have a unique setup. You spent most of your childhood here in Louisiana, so you competed on that level. And then you had right now the Midwest is hot. Obviously, Seattle just said Indiana had just won it. Yeah. But just talking to some of your classmates, your teammates, what's your thoughts on the NIL? Like, I mean, it's not nothing for you to deal with. Now, if he was here, we just passed the rule. Right. All high school players could do NIL. So I'm going to just throw that out there.
Especially in the South.
Especially in the South.
Especially in the South.
But just, man, I don't know nothing about this yet, but based off of talking to some of my teammates and what I see, these are my thoughts about the NIL.
Yeah, so I have, it's two sides of NIL for me. Like, I think it's great and I think it's bad at the same time. I think it's great because, for the good athletes that, don't have it good at home, they get NIL, they can really, take care of everybody and do that type of stuff and get more noticed and stuff like that, more partnership deals and stuff. And it gets them ready for, if you do deals in the NFL and stuff like that. But I also think it's bad because, I seen something on Instagram where it's, now with NIL, a lot of people don't try to, go to the pros and declare for drafts and stuff like that. So, they trying to stay in college and get NIL because they feel like they don't need that money in the NFL because, they could just stay in college and do it. So, I mean, I feel like everybody should just keep doing what it used to be, playing 3-4 years, 1, 2, 3, 4 years in college and then try to declare for drafts. But, now it's, people just trying to stay 5, 6 years, way longer than what they usually do. So, yeah, they feel like they don't need to go to the pros, but... I mean, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it.
Nah, I want to hear his perspective. For real.
And we're grateful to have your perspective because some kids actually don't have a perspective on NIL. All they just want is the money, money, money.
Yeah.
And so we appreciate your perspective, brother. Easy, quick question. Are you a better receiver or are you a better DB, in your opinion?
I think I'm a better receiver because, I just got introduced to corner.
Okay.
So,
you're a big corner.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like I've been doing good at corner. My coach, he had me there for about the first 3-4 weeks of the summer, and I feel like I was doing real good at it. But I still love having the ball in my hands, creating plays and stuff like that.
Playmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna call him the Midwest playmaker. That's his name.
Why not? You did.
I like that.
So achievable goals. You're going into your junior year. Upperclassmen, I always like to set achievable goals because you can shoot to the moon, you land on some stars, right?
Like a dog.
Like a dog. What are your achievable goals for receiver? Do you see yourself having double-digit touchdowns, X amount of yards? What are some of the goals you have set for the season?
Some goals, having way more reception than I did last season, being a 1,000-yard receiver, being a top 10 receiver in my class, top 5 receiver in the Northwestern Indiana where I'm at, and just getting my name out there and having coaches that I'm playing against really worried when they play me, having a scouting report, stuff like that, being real big on everybody's scouting report because last year that was my goals, but it didn't really happen for me. But this year I'm just trying to send a message to everybody that I ain't never really fall off. I'm still like that. Yeah.
Well, baby boy, you got family down here in the South, New Orleans, Louisiana, to be exact.
Yeah.
What's your thought process of transferring down here to play in New Orleans, Louisiana?
I knew it was coming.
I'm not gonna lie. My freshman year, it was on the table, and going into my junior year, at the end of my sophomore year, it was on the table too. But it was just hard for my mom and my siblings to make that transition again. Yeah. And it wouldn't have been the same since we first did it, but I mean, I don't know. I like my team now. Okay. I like my team, I like the players, I like the coaching staff, so they welcome me in real good and I can't really just leave them like that.
Okay. All right.
Loyalty.
Loyalty. You heard it? All right. So we got about 2 more questions here. Well, this is a series of questions, and then we got our final question for you. All right. We're going to go around the NFL, and we're going to see who are the best receivers. So we're going to do comparing with you.
Okay.
Who's the better receiver? A.J. Brown or Michael Evans?
I like AJ Brown more. AJ Brown.
We just talked
A.J.
about that
Brown.
boy earlier.
Well, mine's a little different, baby boy.
There you go.
You like Mike Evans?
Well, Mike is a Hall of Famer, so I respect Hall of Famers every day of my life.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But my question is to you: what's your favorite Indiana dish of food, and what's your favorite dish of food here in New Orleans?
Ooh, that's a good one.
My favorite Indiana dish. I can't really cause everything Indiana got, y'all got down here, so it's it's nothing really special down there.
I got him, bro.
Okay.
Rallies or Carl Juniors.
Okay.
There you go. You gotta beat him where he at.
All right. Rallies.
All right. You gotta meet him where he at.
Yeah.
That's he familiar with that fast food joint in Indiana. We ain't got not one of them down here. Yes, right. There you go.
Rallies, yeah.
All right. Now this is one I gotta ask him, and for the record, between the ages of 16 and 25 kind of shaped the surface of music.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's the people who got the most time to just listen to artists all day.
Right.
NBA Youngboy or Future?
NBA Youngboy.
Damn, Youngboy.
We know you spent some time in Baton Rouge.
No, it ain't about that, bruh. He really has that age group.
Oh, you got
Youngboy got him, bruh. Reason coming, but Youngboy, I'm telling you, dog. All right. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Because Tobi, I'm telling you to say, all right.
You got Tobi too?
Tobi said he probably gonna say NBA Youngboy too.
Oh, wow.
That's why he said I'm tripping.
I guess I'm the old man on this one.
Future catalog is.
I mean, I'm not a.
His catalog is bad. I mean, if you look at in terms of now, Top got the, he rolling. I like NBA AI Youngboy 2. I like Top. I like what's the other one? Man, it's another one you don't know.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
The richest op was good.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Sure.
Who got a better catalog without no features? YB or Future? No features.
See
Just
that? Okay, this is what I do. I gotta listen to Future album a little more.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta listen to a little more, but not make him slime again. The one after he didn't have nobody, right?
Nah.
I'm gonna go back and listen to both of them again, and then I'm gonna answer that question for you.
All right.
Now, lastly here, because we got to get you going here. This is your camera right here, right?
Okay.
My middle son is class of 29, so he right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a lot of middle schoolers as well that want to have the potential you have, play on a high school level. You have to prepare to be the person you are now. You have to work daily. You have to be disciplined, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Give that 11, 12-year-old little advice to, before they enter high school.
Okay, so it's a big transition from middle school to high school. You're going to be playing against people bigger than you, faster than you, play longer than you. And if you good enough and you better than some of the upperclassmen, you're going to play over them and they're going to have stuff to say and talk a lot. But all you got to really do is just keep going. Like, don't let rankings, names, don't let none of that get to you. You just got to stay to yourself, keep working on your craft, and not giving up on yourself, because it's going to be times where you're feeling down, like you're not good enough. But you just got to, God put you where you are for a reason. And he put you in the place you at for a reason. So just don't let that go and just keep trying to be better.
Man, I love it, brother. Let's give this young man a round of applause. That was huge. Jameer Blash, Michigan City High. He can't wait. He said, "Yeah, man, I love my new team, baby." Come on. Wide receiver DB class of 2028. Look, Coach, Y'all already be hitting me up half of the time anyway. This is what you're looking for out of wide receiver. 4.47 speed. He's still a young teenager. That's going to get faster.
Yeah.
He's benching almost 300 pounds, 3.0 GPA, 6'3". I was standing next to Michael Thomas earlier. Said straight up.
Yeah,
man, thank you so much for coming on the
Yep,
show.
thank you for having me.
Thank y'all too for tuning in. Y'all don't go nowhere, baby. This last set we get even better with it. We'll be also joined. We got another guest. This time we're going on the musical side, baby.
Come on.
That's right. We'll be joined by ALLAY EARHART, local artist here in New Orleans. Man, my brother got some jams. I can't wait to hear from him here on the show.
Really
Y'all
do.
stick around, baby. It's Inside the Trenches. Hello.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Seconds.
Yep, projecting that in that mic.
Mic check, you did.
And just like that, we back, baby. Look, time fly, clip his wings, however you want to call it, baby. This is our last segment, but we are rolling here on Inside the Trenches. We want to thank all of our guests for coming on. RASHEED SALAHUDDIN, Mr. Super Fantastic, Mr. Double XL Son, Lil Reezy. Check out the album Skittle Bandanas. And big ups to Jameer Blash for coming through, him and his mom, Delencia, also a friend of the show.
Right.
They actually are headed back to Indiana tonight, so they
Oh,
stuck
wow.
around
Oh, wow.
just
Thank
to
you.
do the show.
They've
So
been
I
coming
appreciate
through.
them. Yeah, that was
Appreciate that.
huge for them coming through. But how they like to say it, the best for last, the
Like
cool
a dog.
people last,
Come on.
you know.
Like
So
a
we're going to do
dog.
that for our fourth session. We got the homie, ALLAY EARHART, New Orleans
Yeah.
recording artist in the building.
Wow.
Man, ALLAY, welcome to Inside the Trenches,
Welcome,
brother.
brother.
Thank y'all for having
Welcome,
me, bro.
brother.
Hey, I need to get some glasses like you, bro. You just be cool with the glasses,
You
dog.
know, the sponsors be sponsoring.
Yeah, dig? Shout 'em out.
Shouts out to Coach Prime and,
Yeah.
you know.
Shout out Coach
and
Prime.
everybody.
And big ups to Jack Hutton on
Definitely
these.
big up to Jack Hutton.
Look, my boy LA told me before we even got on air, he said he need him a pair, bro. He
That's
all
a
over
fact.
the place.
Well,
Yeah,
I need
What-
that.
Well, brother, I want to start off, and y'all be sure to follow him, ALLAY EARHART, on Instagram. Please
Sure.
go to your Apple Music
Sure.
right now, Spotify Music, download his music right now. Brother rap from the heart,
Yeah.
make some really great sounds, really great music. I was checking out New Orleans earlier, bro. I like how you're flowing on there.
Right.
It really took me back to that late 90s, early 2000 feel of the city, like somebody just rapping passionately about the city. Talk to us about that song and some other songs that you feel like our listeners need to check out.
Okay. Well, before I get to the music, right, I want to say make sure you go to vakuland.com. That's VAKULAND. You know, we got the Apple Music and all that, but come to my site. You know what I'm saying?
Go to
Okay.
his
Come to
site.
my
Come
site.
on,
Yeah.
Vaku.com.
Vakuland.com.
Vakuland.com.
Yeah.
Go to his site. I mean, the free streams are cool, but we want to support our own. So
You know
y'all
what I'm saying?
definitely go to his
You
shop.
dig.
His shop.
Now, as far as the music, though, man, honestly, you know, I always get asked, like, what kind of music you make? What's your style? What's your sound, right? And I always just settle on the fact that my music is like gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an eclectic person. You know, I was raised by my grandparents and my mom who was 16 and my dad was 15. You know what I mean? So it's like I got the best of both worlds when it comes down to the real history of the soul music, right? The blues, right? The ballroom music, and still having that hip hop element and modern day R&B, right? So it's one of them things where it's just a true, authentic feeling that you're gonna experience when you listen to ALLAY EARHART's music. You know what I mean? So I can't even tell you one song in particular, but I would say the single that people really been vibing with as of late, it's called Drop It Like It's Hot. Shout out
that's
to
my
one of
jam.
my
Okay, that's the one
favorites.
you was telling me. I got to
Yeah,
check that
man.
out. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my jam right there, Playboy. So
Believe
you know
that.
that. So it's been a blessing since I met you. Mardi Gras Day under the bridge on the stage, brother.
Facts.
It's so real. I even told Tarek actually introduced us. And I told him that, you know, we have to get you on. My guy's been so busy, and this is his first time actually being available to get on. We're so happy to have you, brother.
Thank you.
What influenced you to be your own man in the sense of this rap game? Because that's the one thing I do admire about you. You do your own thing. You rap it how you want rap it. You're not caught up in any perceptions or anything else but what you feel like doing. What inspires you to be who you are today in your music, brother?
Yeah, man. I mean, the short answer is life itself inspired me. You know what I'm saying? But if I want to, like, really pinpoint, it'll be my family, my neighborhood that I grew up in, just the community, the surroundings, right? Because where I grew up, it was really important to be yourself. And you had to defend who you were every day. Every time you step outside, you on the porch, you know what I'm saying? Whatever shoes you want to wear, you got to know you wore these shoes for a reason. And I got to defend I'm wearing these shoes because I like these shoes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like all of those things pretty much influenced me to say, hey, I got to be a trailblazer at the end of the day because you always supposed to pay, in my opinion, you always supposed to pay respects to those that come before you, right? But it's also important to enhance, you know what I mean, what you've learned from the past. We're supposed to keep progressing. So that's how I look at it. It's like, I'm not looking to do it the same way that others have done it, you know. Prime example would be Allen Iverson, when he mentioned how, you know, of course he loved Jordan, you know what I'm saying? But he wanted to do it his way. And that's how I look at the game. I want to do it my way. I love everybody that's involved, but I got to do it my way.
No doubt. You talked about how stepping out, your community, your neighborhood, stepping out every day, it matters. Like, the second you step out, you're either going to get ribbed, somebody going to try you. You know, it's just growing up in New Orleans, and you come up in the Callio Projects.
I did.
I guess talk to our viewers about how did the Callio Projects shape you to the artist you are today?
Man, the Callio was beautiful, man. You know, a lot of the headlines, you know, it gets sensationalized as a place that you don't want to go. And I understand why they say that, but if you really know the people, you will understand that it's so much love there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really is. And, you know, I'm going to just say overall, to be from a place that really helped kick the door down for New Orleans on the hip-hop scene, that meant a lot to me, you know, because you got to think about it. I'm walking outside of my door, and I'm seeing rap snacks on the ground. I'm seeing Mr. Cool, you know what I'm saying? Right. Over here, I'm seeing Master P over here. Like, I'm just saying, you know, just the different flavors of chips, right? Yeah. Right. And then I go back inside, then Lil Romeo on TV, right? Yeah. And then they having a whole video shoot in the Coatway on the other side of the project. So I'm seeing that this is it's attainable, right? So Master P really showed me that. Like, you know, we come from the same side of the project. My grandma used to tell me, you know, he used to live right there, right? I'm like, for real? Right. You know what I'm saying? So it made me believe that I could dream bigger and I can achieve what I put my mind to. So, yeah, man, the Callio was just an amazing place, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was all love.
Man, let me tell you, I'm a West Banker, so I already
shout out to that West Bank.
Oh, yeah. You know, the best, because they say we're the best bank. You know, you can't tell it to you.
Only on the weekend.
Only on the weekend. But when I first started, I hadn't even retired yet. I was in my lateral years playing with the New Orleans Voodoo. And into that last season, you have Crescent City Boxing Gym.
Okay, yeah, right there on Broad.
All the time, I was there all the time.
Yeah,
man. I was there, and I would be there 5:30 in the morning, quiet, nice, and there's the people coming around. We did toy drives and all that.
Right.
Like you said, there's this one image, right? It's, the Cali, this rough, tough place. But, man, the people, to your point, LA, you ain't never lying, bro, for real.
It's love over there. I'm talking about my grandma. Like, our house was the party house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for real. People used to come over there, and I used to be the entertainment. You know, I was the one singing and rapping. Like, they always wanted me to come downstairs and come entertain them, you feel me? Right. And then also, my grandfather would always have the crawfish bros, you dig? So everybody used to come to our house to get seafood plates and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was, from my perspective, my vantage point, it was always love. But I wasn't oblivious to what was actually going on. Like, it was some real stuff going on.
Yeah, real spill.
So it's obvious that you come from a real place. And it's obvious that you've seen and lived real life experiences.
Yes, sir.
How did you turn all of that into the creative music and inspiring music and really bust your shit beats that you got going on right now?
Yeah.
How did you turn that all into music, brother?
Man, honestly, it's a plethora of things, you know, but I would say one of the moments that really inspired me is when Hurricane Katrina happened, right? Katrina happened, I was here in the city, we ultimately ended up in Atlanta, right, for a short stint. While we was there, they, as an Usher and friends, had a benefits concert for the Katrina survivors, right? And I'm talking about they had Prime T.I., Young Jeezy, Alicia Keys, Chris Brown, all these figures, right? Yeah. And I'm a youngin', and I'm just amazed at James Brown was there.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, I was in awe, bro. I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about what happened back home just now, even though I knew what happened, because I ended up being on a famous picture of my dad carrying me at the Superdome, you know what I'm saying? So I was in the mix of it, you know what I'm saying? But in that moment, at the benefits concert, I seen the power of music, how it can help you transcend time and make people come together and just forget about their problems in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So that influenced me, and I said, if ever I get a platform, I want to make sure that I could be of a benefit in that way, be of service in that way, right? Because I seen a lot of philanthropy happening around that time as well, you know, people that was helping and things of that nature. So that's a big reason why I do what I do to this day, you know. I don't always speak about what I do in terms of helping folks or just encouragement or whatever the case may be, but those life moments is what inspired me to approach my music and life the way that I do.
Now, that's real. If y'all are just tuning in to Inside the Trenches, we're joined by ALLAY, EARHART. Y'all be sure to check him. Don't just follow him on the social media, but if you want to check out his music, you want to go to Vaku Land.
Vaku Land, and Vaku means indescribable happiness.
Straight up.
You dig.
Vaku Land, I like that.
Yeah.
Make sure I put that on in there.
Please
That's why
do,
I'm
my
gonna check
brother.
it out. Definitely. We're going to continue to support us.
Yeah.
When Katrina did happen,
Yeah.
that was my sophomore year at LSU, so I was 19 years old at the time.
Damn.
And I remember, like, everybody coming over there, CL, like, all of that, most of, like, the injured people in the bodies were coming to Baton Rouge. And then the rest, they tried to take to the Astrodome. So last year, our old station is 100.3 FM. That was ESPN New Orleans.
The station that we made hot before they sold it to a
absolutely
hip hop station, and the one we made hot.
The one we made. I ain't gonna lie. See, I'm not capping.
Pop it.
Okay. But shortly after that, Streets took over, and shouts out to Streets. Y'all can check me out every Friday. Me and Slab One, we do our deal 6:30 p.m. Shouts out to Slab. But riding home, I kept on hearing your Katrina song, and you promoting the event at the Fillmore.
Oh, word.
And I'm like, dog. I'm like, man, I couldn't come because of the LSU obvious reasons, but I really wanted to check that out because I appreciated the marketing. I'm just gonna ask a simple question, brother. I mean, how the event went, brother?
Man, it was Vaku. And once again, for those who are listening and don't know what Vaku means, is indescribable happiness, right? I'm talking about the event only came about because a friend of mine asked me, did I ever consider throwing a concert, right? And I said, yeah, maybe one day, but I want to at least be able to bring out 100 people. And he was like, bruh, you don't believe you could bring out 100 people, right? So it started off as a challenge. He was like, you sleeping on yourself. And lo and behold, I was sleeping on myself because that was my first concert. I put my money up, booked that room at the BG's Lounge inside of the Fillmore, and we sold the event out. And honestly, at that time, the 2005 album was really going to be my last album, you know? I had already made my mind up that I was no longer going to be doing music and that I was just going to make my contribution with, you know, updating New Orleans culture. So, yeah, the show was amazing. And it was a full circle moment with Slab One because years ago, I met Slab One at Q93, you know what I mean? And he told me I wasn't ready at the time. But it was all love. I took it as a challenge. You got to understand, like, one of my favorite players is Kobe Bryant. So I got Mamba mentality. So when he told me that, I instantly went into beast mode. I'm like, oh, you think so? So boom, we at the interview with Streets, right? And he didn't remember me at the time, right? And I told him, I was like, he asked me, matter of fact, if there was anything you would say to the upcoming artists in New Orleans, what would you say? And I told him to believe in yourself. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you never know what'll happen, but as long as you keep going, you'll see the light. You feel me? And now I'm sitting here with a sold-out show. And, yeah, man, I just appreciate that show because it's the reason why I'm sitting here with y'all today. If it wasn't for that show, I would have stopped rapping.
Man, that's cool. Now, look, bro, one thing I like about New Orleans, bro, you mentioned it earlier, you don't know what to expect. We like gumbo.
No.
Well, you never expect when you got food coming on the set. So I think
We got
Chef Kiwi.
We got food coming on. Hold on.
Wait, that should go. What you got?
Can't
Come
be
on
this
in.
lucky.
Hold on.
What we got? What this is right here?
You can't be this lucky.
Hey, this love right here. Y'all do this for everybody or our special?
Oh, my
What's
gosh.
that? Please
Look,
do.
I'm going to let that gorilla have it. Fix me a plate.
So here she go again.
Thank you.
Once
Kiwi.
again, now this
I'ma
time
tell
she
y'all
said,
what
Fed,
y'all have.
what we got here? Talk to us.
Okay, so you have a brioche French toast, a vanilla and bourbon glazed caramel syrup.
Oh, wow.
With Honey Crisp apples
Mm.
and candied almonds.
Mm.
Y'all
So-
enjoy.
I think I will.
We got a few more questions here for LA, but
So,
think
so I
we-
can't chime in. Okay, all right, I gotta wait. I gotta wait.
I'm
I gotta
an
wait.
do your thing.
I can chime in. All right, believe that. Believe that.
Because I don't eat on camera. But
I don't mind. You hear me? I don't mind. You hear me? Kiwi made this from the heart. You hear me?
wow.
So we about to see what this hitting
Go
for.
ahead, maybe more.
I told her I'm gonna let her know if it's nasty.
For a
though.
heart, soul, and everything.
Wow.
This is good, too. All right.
Brother LA, first of all, I'm going to stop chewing. First of all, brother,
Take a picture of him.
And she gonna
This
walk
girl a
off
problem.
because you know bad. You already knew what you was doing.
Wait, I thought y'all was done with me. I thought y'all
no, we could never be done with it.
We ain't done with you till the
He
food
taking a
done.
picture of me.
So I just wanted to take one bite. First of all, I got to get that Jazzland T-shirt out. So you got to
Believe
I
let
was
me know.
about to, boy, you
You got to let me
my
know where I
mind,
can get a
yeah.
Jazzland T-shirt.
Yeah.
Brother,
I done broke the fault.
so very proud of you. Obviously, we've been knowing each other for a short time since Mardi Gras. What's next? Real simple. What's next?
August 29th, I got a show at the House of Blues. It will be a sold-out show. So I need y'all, everybody that's listening to this and everybody in this room, you too, UP. I need everybody in this room to be at the House of Blues August 29th. That's my birthday and also the 21st anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, right? So let's sell it out. Let's be there and celebrate the culture of New Orleans. That's what's next.
Well, y'all heard him here. I'm going to let him enjoy his meal. You got to do one more question for
Hey,
us.
Kiwi,
but-
it tastes good. I ain't gonna lie, baby.
Kiwi, you cold, dog.
Yeah, you cold. I ain't
you
gonna
just
lie.
shaped the whole room.
Yeah.
You really did. It changed the game. Please leave me one small piece
Come
of
on,
that.
boy.
It's going to be gone, I promise you. It's too good. But listen, here's what we will say. And that really did get me focused, though. I need y'all, whenever this man dropped this on, I don't want to mess it up again. Well, just go to his social media.
Vakuland.
Vakuland.
Vakuland. Vakuland.
Vakuland. Vakuland, y'all go there, right? And he'll probably have the pre-sale tickets and all that up there.
Ain't no problem. It's up there.
It's up there already. Vakuland is up there right now.
Why
Y'all
not,
go
you
get
dig?
that. Because what
Why
we're
not?
going to do is we're going to sell this thing out
Well,
again.
look, I'm gonna be honest. It's actually on Ticketmaster right now, but you
Okay.
can still come to my website, sign up on the email list. You know what I'm saying? Pardon me, Grandma. I know I'm talking with my mouth full.
That's fine.
You know I love you,
We
baby.
We do that in Grubbin in the Trenches.
But hey,
Rubbing in the trenches now.
Kiwi did her thing with this food. You know what I'm saying? But go to Ticketmaster.com, type in ALLAY EARHART. You know what I'm saying? And the event will pop up at the House of Blues. Show love.
Okay. And brother, I'm sure you know
What's up?
the litany of people that has performed at the House of Blues. I personally, and I'm sure you've been back there, when you walk in through the through that front side entrance and you see all the names on the wall.
Yeah.
I can't wait to walk up in there and see your name on that wall,
Believe
brother.
that.
Because
Believe
this
that.
is a long time coming, and we appreciate you for coming
I
to
appreciate
Inside
y'all.
the Trenches on ESPN,
Love.
ESPN Baton Rouge and New Orleans.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, and I know you got one more, well, a couple bites left over there. But, man, your story was inspiring.
Very much so.
Just listening to your slab story. He's going to see this and hear this too.
Right.
But it's you know how they said there's a rapper every 4 blocks in New Orleans. But that young
I like
rapper,
him.
that might be the next. Reason was the 1 full rap in the block. LA was the 1 full rap. You know how they say every 4 blocks they got 25 rappers, right? Well, to them, every 4 block, 25 rapper, that one that's going to stick to his goal. Talk to him for a minute. Talk to that kid right there for me, LA.
Well, first off, young kids, make sure you nourish your body with some of Kiwi's food, because her food is amazing. I gotta say that off top, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, on the real, bro, and young lady, make sure that you believe in yourself, because at the end of the day, it's not up for everybody else to see your vision. You have to believe in your vision, and everybody else will believe as well. You know what I'm saying? So just keep swimming and live Vaku.
Y'all heard it. Live Vaku, baby. Yes, indeed. Remember, visit Vakuland right now. Get on the email list. You're going to be able to do your pre-order tickets. August 29th, 2026, we all gonna hit the House of Blues, support our young guy here. I missed him last year because of the LSU alumni meeting.
Right.
Lane Kiffin got to move that around for me. I'm going to come there a little later because, I'm going to come there a little later. We're going to enjoy this on the 29th. My man's birthday, ALLAY EARHART. Y'all check him out live.
How ironic.
Hello, somebody.
Wow.
Yeah, it's right around the corner, a month away, just about. All right, y'all. That does it for another episode of Inside the Trenches. A big thank you for all our guests today. Shouts out to Mr. Super Fantastic. Big ups to ALLAY EARHART. Big ups to Jameer, our high school spotlight, Jameer Blash. Big ups to him. We're going to support him this season, too. And big ups to all of y'all for tuning in with us. Our production crew. Big ups to Tobi, UP. Shouts out to LA's production crew, his people, showing us love here on the
Big Red NOLA Publishing.
Yep, Big Red
NOLA Publishing.
Big Red NOLA Publishing. Y'all check them out. Big ups to Gordan, McKernan, Injury Attorneys, Health Nut System, Dr. Kendra, Conquer Sports Pros. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Inside the Trenches podcast. And be sure to check us out. Oh, yeah. Chef Kiwi.
Chef Kiwi.
Big ups to Chef Kiwi. Y'all
Once
better
again,
go to Food 15 and then
again.
spell the word out team on Instagram right now.
Oh, I see that plate clean.
That's
super clean.
He kept saying, "Oh, it better be good. It better be good."
Hey,
The
look,
plate is clean.
on some real talk, look, I ain't trying to extend y'all time, but look, they got all these high quality restaurants around here, right? I never had the dessert like this. Hey, they need to put your dessert on the menu. Real talk. Hey, Kiwi, you the one. You the one.
Can you taste the candy?
Yeah.
That's your favorite part, huh?
I wouldn't lie to
So
you.
Bro, she did that, son.
She did
we
that.
all know that
She
I'm
did
the
that.
culinary.
I didn't even want you to take my
Wait,
food.
Me and Phil lost a fight over this last bite.
Oh, lick the plate.
And look, if y'all, we ain't over exaggerating.
Tobi,
Find out for
Yes.
yourself. Food
Real
15, Food
Man, she
15
the
on
truth.
Instagram. Spell out the word
She
team.
did it again.
Put the number
Again.
15 in the middle.
She did it again.
And yes, she did it
And
again.
in the
I'ma
last
grab-
15 minutes of showing up here, she did it.
She done did it real quick.
Real quick.
And it's off the chain. Well, look, y'all. Y'all going to figure out what we're going to have next week. Y'all come back, 6:30 p.m., ESPN Baton Rouge, Inside the Trenches. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed week. Hello, somebody.
Love. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, he trying to get.
Inside the Trenches.